Welcome to Redvee TV's instant reaction, supported by Chapel House Cars for the 2025 season, following St Helens' 18 points to 4 defeat at home this evening to the Wigan Warriors. Kevin?
Not good enough, not good enough,
good enough. Fold the club.
Yeah, not good enough. I think the first 20 minutes we were the better team. I don't think we were miles and miles and miles ahead of them, but we were. And then
it was the intensity that first 20 minutes. It's like a non-league side going out in the third round of the FA Cup and giving it all and then getting pummeled.
And then Wigan just moved through second gear, maybe into third, and picked us off. Like
Stopped
we said,
the lights, went back into first.
We weren't good enough, and Wigan were by far the team who deserved the victory tonight. It was horrible to watch. After that first, when the fans are on your side, Saints went out and did what they needed to do by getting the fans on the side early, and then it wasn't good enough.
At this point in time, is it just a case of nothing at the club is good enough? The players aren't good enough, the coaching's not good enough, and it's just like recruitment's not good enough, potential signings for next season, we haven't even got them in yet, aren't good enough. We're just being linked with constant mediocre players who aren't going to make us any better. Is that the season ticket renewal campaign?
It's terrible, isn't it? Because you look at like the players we brought in last season and during this season, and some of them are good players. So you look at, say, for example, Tristan Saylor, who's a good player, but have we signed the wrong lad there? Because we were bringing him in as 6 and then he's not played at 6. So is that the wrong signing there? And it's nothing against Tristan, because I think Tristan is a good player. I do genuinely think he's a good player, but I don't quite think we've signed the right player.
Is it a long-term plan?
It doesn't feel like it, does it? That's the issue. That's a massive issue, because we get people, right, and I'm going to hammer one person here, that we keep getting told we're sat on the fence with regards to coaching and stuff like that from someone who obviously isn't listening to us. Obviously isn't listening. That isn't good enough tonight. From whatever we've got, you've got a set of players. You've got to get the best out of them. Did we get the best out of what we've got there tonight?
It looked like an attack after that first 15 minutes. When we give it a decent go, scored a decent try. Especially in that second half, they looked like strangers. No one knew what anyone was doing. No one knew where anyone was playing. There looked so little organisation. And listen, Wigan's sliding defence is obviously really good, but we had 7-on-4 quite a few times, and it went through that many pairs of hands. You just run out of space.
Yeah.
There was no creating any space. There was no drop-off ball. Well, when there was, Alex dropped it.
It looked like, for example, like Iggy comes on and starts offloading the ball and showing his hands free, but with no one backing that up. So when you start having a look and you start thinking, right, what's going on here? What is the script with? Are we going with offloading? Are we going with just one up? If our players who are backing up don't quite know the plan, then fans are going to be looking, going, why am I paying for a season ticket now? Why am I? Because there's nothing around the club, and I know the club it feels like the club are trying to hang on with recruitment to sign better players.
We're announcing it after we beat Cass last year.
Yeah.
It feels
terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, the club,
the feel, and it's nothing that we know.
Stagnant.
It's the feel round everything. So the feel of our playing, the feel of who we're bringing in, the feel of who we're retaining, just it doesn't quite feel right, does it?
It's like a stagnant pool of water that should have been flushed a long time ago.
And again, let's go back to Wigan before the Wigan fans start crying like Hull KR. Well, one or two are Hull KR fans. They were the better team tonight.
Oh, much better. Yeah. I said to you when they went 18-4 up.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's right.
Fair play, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. we're getting called absolutely terrible. I think I'm going to go with that.
But 18-4 up. I said to you 25, 30 minutes ago, if Wigan had scored again at that point, you felt like if Wigan wanted to, they could have gone and put 50 on us.
Yeah.
But credit to us, we kept Wigan in second gear.
It's like telling a driving instructor he's not passed a person. I mean, it just feels terrible, doesn't it? Everything about tonight feels terrible.
No organisation, no plan.
Yeah, first.
And who does that come down to?
As I say, first 15 minutes, we look all right. We've come out with the intensity, and you know what? It comes down to a lot of people. It comes down to recruitment, so that's the top. It comes down to coaching, and it comes down to the players. Because if the players can't fulfil the plan, and they're not good enough, okay. So the coaching staff have to come up with a different plan. If the coaching staff aren't coming up with a different plan, or they're saying this is the plan for them, we need X, Y, Z as players, then that goes to the recruitment. But there's a lot. It just feels like from up to down, we're not there. The whole thing just feels a little bit wrong, doesn't it? A lot wrong.
We've got 2 games left. We've got Lee away.
Brilliant.
And
Can't
Cass
wait for that.
And Cass at home.
Yeah. No, we've got 3 games left because we're in the playoffs, and I've got to come back and watch us against a team in the playoffs.
Let me finish, Kevin. Stop interrupting me.
Oh, well, it's nice to be interrupted, isn't it, David?
But we've got 2 games left, and we still don't actually know what our best team should be or where people should be playing, and that stinks of misorganisation.
And it stinks of signing the wrong players. Because if you're signing a player just for speed, this isn't to go at Tristan Saylor, because I think Tristan Saylor has been good for us this year. But if you're signing a player just for speed and not playing him at 6, and you're putting 6 on his back, and you're saying he's a 6, then that is recruitment that is wrong. That's not Tristan Saylor being wrong. That's not coaching staff being wrong. That is, right, we're signing a 6. Or is it coaching staff because someone's brought him in? Someone said, I want him in the club. It's just poor from top to bottom, mate. It's just poor from top to bottom.
No.
I missed that there. What was that?
Are we doing interviews? Not with you.
I'm struggling with that one. I'm just struggling with it because...
it's just flat. It was flat. Yeah. Utterly flat. It almost felt like once Wigan went 6-4 up, we felt like the game was lost.
We scored and we were on top, and we should have been pushing that to go 10-14-0 up when we had more of the ball and we were pressuring and we were putting the foot down, and we didn't. And
if rugby league was a 15-minute game, we'd have been brilliant tonight.
Well, I think a couple of us shouted, "Just end it now. We'll all go back to the pub." But it was just poor, mate. I feel a little lost for words when you're putting questions to me. I feel a little lost for words because we had a good. Everyone's on side. That first 15 minutes, it's give everyone a new deal.
Is there anything solvable this season?
No, this season just get rid of it. Just write it off. But
what did I say to you? Was it Wednesday night? Just end it all now.
Oh, well, I said 5-8. I'd be quite happy ending the season at 5-8.
The worst part is, Kev, now we're not going to finish top 2. Win our last 3 games, we're champions.
We won't win our last 3 games. That's not happening.
No.
It's not happening.
It's just a case now where we end it. Do we finish? Where do we finish?
It'll be first round of the playoffs.
Do we go to Leeds?
Absolutely nailed on first round of the playoffs, and that'll be it. And then we can all go.
No one's saying they'll do us they'll drag it out. They'll win 2 games and get beat at Old Trafford.
Yeah, and get beat 40.
Just to hammer everybody's wallets.
It's.
I
feel like there's a lot to fix here, and we've been on about it and saying we're beating teams who aren't at the level that you would expect Super League teams to be at. So your Huddersfields, your Salfords, your Catalan, you're beating teams like that, and it's fine beating them. Even like we beat Leeds, that is a positive. We beat Wakefield, that is a positive. The rest of it is terrible.
The problem you've got is where do you sell your season tickets next season? Because you're gonna have to announce who's coaching the team. You're gonna have to announce some signings soon. And it felt like listening to a lot of people on that West Stand tonight that there's going to be a lot of voting with feet next season. Like, listen, I'll bring the football up. I've watched absolute dross for many, many years watching Everton. probably the entirety of my supporting life.
I bet I've watched worse.
But there's always that if you give up your season ticket, you're not getting one back. If you give up your Saints season ticket, you could essentially be in enough WhatsApp groups that you could pick up a free ticket every week off someone. There's no incentive to make you want to buy one, and the club are not doing anything about it. And I think financially, they are going to be absolutely snookered next season. And the problem is, once you start circling the drain, and I think we've been circling it now for 18 months, revenues are less, the quality of players you can sign are less, the quality of wages you can offer are less, unless you've got Mike Coleman continually sinking his cash into propping up the club. We've made, what, a 2 million debt this year, was it? Is that going to get any better in the next couple of years? Because we're not going to reach any finals. I don't know what the solution is at this moment in time.
I think the only way that you're going to do that is through sponsorships. Of when's Totally Wicked up here? End of the year. So you possibly prop it up there, but you're propping all the time. It's that. Are we moving forward?
The problem, the holes are going to get bigger as well, because Alex Walmsley near the end.
Yeah.
Parsi,
we
give Parsi another year.
Lomax has got another year, which I think when Lomax actually signed his deal, a lot of fans were quite happy with that, weren't they? You look back to social media, fans were happy that he'd signed a new deal. I was, because Johnny Lomax is one of my favourite players, but there's a lot coming to the end at a similar time.
And there's a lot at the end already.
Yeah, and you look at other people's recruitment and think, we're not doing that to the same standard. We're not bringing someone in who is sparking you. You look at our 6th and 7th tonight, functional they are at the minute, and it's fine having one functional.
See,
you need someone who's sparking you.
I could throw into you now, listen, knee-jerk reaction, let's throw George Whitby back in the team. But if you... Unfortunately, we've been in a situation for a long time now, this season, where Wello is in survival mode, isn't he? He's trying to win week to week to keep his job, which meant any sort of long-term planning has gone out the window. So George Whitby, if George Whitby is your future half, which signing a 4-year deal you assume he is, this should be the time where he's making his errors. But say he comes into the team next season, that's another 6-month period where you've got to allow him to make his errors then. So it's another lost year. I'd say throw him in now, because do you know what? We're not going to win anything, so do you know what? Just give him a few games. But again, Weller won't, because technically, you could
still be champions.
You could still be champions, and it's just.
As a season ticket holder, as a member of the club, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because every rumour that you hear, everything isn't a... And I don't think there's many that you think, oh, that's brilliant, that.
I've not heard a name mentioned for months that you think, I hope we go out and sign him. Everybody you hear, you think, I hope not.
Yeah, rather than, oh, okay, fair enough. I can see why we're in for him. I'm frustrated.
At this point in time, listen, I think we've already said, and this is to avoid the sitting on the fence accusations, should Paul Wellens be the head coach of St Helens next season? Not will he be, should he be?
I'm quite open with, I've not seen enough from, and this goes to the fella who thinks that we've got more splinters than a carpenter. I mean, I'm going to call that fella an idiot, because I can. I don't think, I've not seen enough from us in big games to say yes, he should be.
You openly called for Wellens to be replaced after the Warrington game if there was somebody available.
Yeah.
Has your opinion changed?
No. Unfortunately not. I want Wello to succeed, but we're losing big games. And
Wello has said this himself, it's a results-based game.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we look so far off it in any sort of game where we need to win. Listen, we've beat Leeds from defensive efforts. We're not winning with our attack.
No, well, look, winning when Owen Dagnall scores a great try, wonderful try, but that's the only try of the game. You're not beating them 20-0.
I just think at this point in time, if Wello stays, which he will, they just need to announce it. I don't know when they're going to announce it, after we beat Cass. If Wello stays, I don't see us getting any better over the next couple of years. So in that case, you may as well rip it all up, rip the whole plan up. Well, what plan? And start again.
I don't know. And I know people will argue. Like I see a post sometimes on Facebook where people are saying, where there's someone saying all the naysayers are saying this, that, and the other. But I'd like that person to tell me what they've seen from Saints to say that we are
against any sort of opposition.
Yeah, that we are moving in the right direction. Yeah, okay, give me Leeds, fine, absolutely fine. Give me Wakefield, absolutely fine. Right, give me Lee, give me Warrington, give me Wigan, give me Hull KR. Just start giving me them teams who are above us and deservedly above us. Give me what you've seen against them. And I don't think I'm a naysayer. I think I'm a realist. But give me what you think.
I can try and be the most positive person in the world at times. Let's win 10 out. I think we're going to win 10 out of 11. It got close.
11 out of 12.
I can stand here now and go, win our last 3 games with champions, which shows how crap the system actually is. That the fact that could actually happen. It could happen. Yeah, somebody gets sent off first minutes of every game, where we still wouldn't find the overlap. But it's just flat, boring. It almost feels like coming to the game at the moment feels like an effort.
Contractually obliged to. I think with Wello as well, and I get the reasons that people would want to keep him, because they say, right, he's going to be in charge of his own squad, so he's going to be the one who has picked the own squad.
Is he picking these players though?
So if he's picking it, if he's part of it, he now is in charge of his own squad. I get, it's not my point of view. This is what I'm thinking other people are going with. It's fine for people to go, right, he's now in charge of his own squad. He needs to hit the ground running if that's the case. Because if he's in charge of his own squad, you can't lose any of your first 10 games of next year. If you're putting him back in charge next year, if he starts losing 2 or 3 games...
But if you give him a new deal, you're probably not going to be in a position to
No, you're not. You're not. Because it's a proper tough call now that you're going to end up with the... For me, I'd love Wello to succeed. I'd love us to win a grand final under him. But okay. I'm not seeing enough.
I'm going to ask one more question then. If any other coach was at this club and wasn't a club legend and wasn't an ex-player,
Christian Wolf, Justin Holbrook, sacked by now.
Would they have gone by now?
Yeah. Gone by now.
So in that case then, not only you're not sacking him because he's a club legend, but you're actively going to offer him a new contract.
In that case, if the club are going to do that, the club needs to be open to the reasons why. Not give us a fluffy, flowery, oh, we're doing this because this is why we're doing it.
And I'll be honest, I will show my behind in Wooly's window. Even though it's been knocked down in town.
All right, we'll pick the works then.
If Wello hasn't been given a new deal already, I'm sorry. There's no talk of a coach coming in. It's that late in the recruitment cycle. Anybody you'd be interviewing people now, the noises aren't there, and Wello can sit there in a presser, or the hierarchy can sit there saying, "Oh, we'll sit down when the time's right. No decision's been made." Rubbish. It's been done. I'm not having it that it's not been done. And the question is, why haven't they announced it yet? Because they know what the reaction's going to be.
And it needs to be a strong statement from them.
And if they know what the reaction's going to be, why do they know better? Because I'd be paid to do it.
It needs to be a strong statement, but it needs to be a statement. It doesn't need to be a press release.
Was there a statement at the end of last season from Eamon saying it wasn't?
But now it needs to be. I think the way that we've gone, it needs to be. It can't just be the press officer has put something out. It needs to be. Mike Rush has said, Eamon McManus has said, Mike Coleman has said, whoever it is, I don't care who. It needs to be someone who said, this is why we're doing it. This is why we're doing it. This is what's expected. Because if we're expected to finish 4th or 5th, right? Lower the fans' expectations. I know as fans we are expecting to be in the playoffs every year. And as fans, we are expecting to be challenging every year. I know sports cyclical as well.
We've always said that. But equally, even if you finish 4th or 5th, you should be being given teams a game at home, and we're not.
Good enough.
We're not good enough for it. I felt like we haven't even talked about the performance.
Not good enough. I've given people 3s out of 10
Yeah,
tonight. I think it's fair enough.
Felt dodgy in the air when the ball went wide to him. It resulted in a try. Tristan pooed his pants when a man run at him, and all he needed to do was jump off the floor to catch the ball, because the fella was going that fast he would have just gone straight through.
Is that down to the coaching taking him out to full back and playing him on the wing, playing him at 9? Is that what we said?
Jake Burns got used for a couple of minutes off the bench just with HIA, or he wouldn't have seen the field.
Didn't see. What did you
Curtis
see?
Sirenen came on at prop and didn't look like he knew where he should be.
Did you see anything from the bench that lifted us?
No. Fold the club. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.